Alright guys, let's check out the Galaxy S25 Plus here, and this is the mint color. You can pick this up for around $1,000, and a lot of people are probably going to be more interested in this phone more than ever because a lot of people don't like what Samsung did with the S Pen, and you might just want to get the regular Plus version and save a bit of money. You get the same processor as well here. So let's go ahead and get this out of the box here. The unboxing experience hasn't been really great for these Samsung devices. Let's do the peel. Boom. So I will compare this to the Ultra model so people can know like what are the things you're going to be missing here. First impressions of the design, I mean, it looks exactly like an S25, Ultra or a base model S20. This one is still pretty comfortable to hold. It's just a bigger S25, right? This mint color does look okay. It just looks kind of more pale than I thought it was gonna look. It's like a really almost kind of like white appearing. It's a really like kind of interesting color here. I do like the side color of the phone a lot more. I wish the side color looked more like the back of the phone. But yeah, this is like really pale. It almost looks white under these lights. So that's why I was like, man, it looks like I got like the white version. But yeah, the overall phone feels really nice in the hand. So that's the nice thing about these Plus model phones. And yeah, so let me boot this up and we can go over everything that's new. And let me not forget, you do have, as always, basically nothing in the box. Your SIM tool, and then you also do have your Type-C to Type-C cable. Alright, so let's talk about the display on the S25 Plus here. It's a pretty nice display. I don't really have any issues with it. There's no real kind of drawbacks here between this and the Ultra series here. This does have a 6.7 inch. It's dynamic LTPO display. It is actually a 1440p display, 120 Hz HDR10 plus, and then we also do have 513 for the PPI. And it's a very nice looking panel here. We have very slim bezels on here as well. This is running the Gorilla Glass Victus 2 on here. So I think that's like the only difference. The S25 Ultra has the Gorilla Glass armor, I believe. But you can see the bezels are really thin. Everything looks really nice. It's very bright outdoors, 2600 nits. So I don't have any issues with this panel. I think it looks really good. Alright, so we do have this new Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset on here, guys, and it's a very fast chipset, same one in the Ultra here. We will get those 7 years of MageOS updates, and on the base is 256 gigs and 12 gigs of RAM. As far as the software goes, everything is basically the same. You still get all the AI features that you would get on the Ultra. You also get that on the base model as well too. The Gemini and all of the Galaxy AI stuff is here. And I do want to talk about the 3D Mark for you guys that want to see that. So again, same processor. I was getting some questions about, is it like a watered down version, but it looks to be the exact same processor, guys, when it comes to performance. And everything is super fast, guys, blazing fast on this phone. And also it's the same thing for gaming. So if you are, someone who plays competitively, this phone is going to do a very good job when it comes to gaming. PUBG 120 frames, Genshin is going to run really well, Call of Duty is going to run really well, guys. So there is no, drawback here with the processor. So that was like kind of like the biggest concern I noticed, but this is the exact same processor it's looking like. So yeah, so overall your experience with gaming performance is going to be really, really great on the S25 Plus. You can definitely play competitively, no issues. I don't really feel any type of major heating problems on this phone. Just my first impressions of it. So yeah, so I would say this is overall going to be great. Check out the speakers at max volume. The speakers sound pretty good. I would have to compare them but they sound like just by themselves, they sound really, really good. You have a good amount of bass. You can hear the bass really well. Everything else sounds really balanced. Yeah, I really like the sound of these speakers. I'm gonna have to compare them, you guys know, but yeah, I actually do like how these are sounding. And the fingerprint scanner has largely been untouched, so you don't have to worry about that. It's the ultrasonic, it's very fast. Now, the cameras on the S23 Plus. So Samsung has not really changed these cameras in a long time. So it's got a 15 megapixel standard. It's got a 10 megapixel telephoto. It has 3 times optical zoom. This can go up to 30 times zoom as well. It's got a 12 megapixel ultra wide. You can shoot in 8K 24 and 30. You have a 12 megapixel selfie that shoots in 4K 60. The shots look really good. Again, I'm gonna have to compare them to the ultra, models, and I'll do the comparisons with the older models. But these shots look very good. Just as a standalone camera, just not comparing it to anything. Dynamic range is great. The colors look really good. The ultra wide is very nice, consistent with the main lens. The overall thing the one thing that I immediately noticed coming from like the ultra to this phone is that the zoom for video and just your zoom photography in general is not going to be on par. That was the only thing I noticed. Everything else looked pretty much the same as far as the actual image quality. So I'll do those comparisons for you guys, but yeah, I thought the photos looked really good on the S25 Plus, so I don't have an issue with it. But yeah, so let me know what you guys think of these shots here. Now, the cool thing about the S25 Plus is that in the battery drain test online, and just in general, I've noticed that the S25 Plus has been scoring very well in terms of drain tests. So this phone has a 4900 milliamp hour battery, 45 watts, and then your wireless and reverse wireless charging. I've been seeing this beat the S25 Ultra in screen on time. So that'll be pretty interesting. I'll do my own battery tests with these phones, but yeah, I thought that was interesting. So the battery life is going to be excellent. It's always been really good on these Plus models, even the older ones. The S22 Plus still has decent battery life. The S23, the S24, excellent battery life. So these Plus phones are very good when it comes to screen on time. So yeah, that is my first impressions. This is a very nice phone, especially for people coming from an older phone and you're trying to upgrade. You maybe don't want to spend that extra $300 on a pen, or you just don't need the zoom photography. This is a solid device. And you get that big screen and the new faster chipset, and you get basically, just a very good flagship phone. So what do you guys think? Do you guys think the S25 Plus is worth picking up?